Hey guys, it's your girl Angel Marie from All the Above, and I'm joined here today by content creator, Vida Fashionista, and the founder of Philly Influencer Mixer, Davida Janae. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How
finally
have you
got
been?
me here.
Finally got you here.
Yes.
Guys, this woman is hard to track
Listen.
down. They're about to find out anyway during this interview how much you actually do. But it is literally hard to find a time where you are sitting down to catch you.
Yes.
But we finally got her on the show.
This is true.
Yes. So how are you? What's going on? All the good things. We are pre-recording, so whatever you mentioned obviously will already have happened. But how have you been? What's going on in your world?
I honestly cannot complain. Keeping busy between, things with Philly Influencer Mixer, Vida Fashionista. Honestly, we got FIFA, we got
and you have been
MLB
busy with that.
All-Star game is coming. So many things.
so many good things.
Yeah.
A lot of great things. Exciting things are happening in Philly, guys.
Yeah.
So are you ready to start this interview?
I'm ready.
So what first inspired you to pursue a career in fashion and content creation and entrepreneurship?
Okay, it's a great question. So I can't stand the phrase when people are like, oh, I had a passion for fashion, but like, no, for real, I did. So I remember when I was younger, I used to like put on fashion shows for my dad, my mom. I always had like a lot of clothes, and like sometimes I would try on every single piece of clothing in my closet and just put on fashion shows for my mom and dad. My dad was the one that always put up with my shenanigans. My mom would be like, oh, Davida, get out of here.
Sound about right.
My dad was always ready for it. Bless his heart. And then I think with being a performer, so I grew up dancing. So I started dance when I was 3.
Yes.
Tennis, all the things. We got time, we can talk. But I started dance when I was 3. So I feel like all of it, like being like a natural performer, being in the fashion, the arts, it all blends. And so I graduated college, and I actually had a business degree, and I guess one of the easiest jobs to get out there, I got a full-time job at a credit union. And then pretty much like spent the first couple of years of my career in like the banking, finance, and then like mortgage industry. And one day I just looked in the mirror and I was like, this isn't what I want to do. And I was like, I want to do fashion. I've always wanted to do fashion. The one thing that I always did was I always look cute, and people always be like, oh my God, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And I'm like, I feel like this could like be a thing,
Yes.
And I remember one day I was like, what if I just like took pictures of my outfits and like told people where I got my clothes from? It sounded crazy. Like in hindsight, I'm like, that what? But I was like, I'm just gonna try it out. And then I did a little bit of research. Instagram became a thing. I think I got on Instagram in like 2013, but I didn't really know what to do with it then. And I saw some girls like fashion blogs, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yes.
I could do that. I was like, wait, this is exactly what I was just saying by, let me tell people what I'm wearing and like post about it, because people were asking. There was a lot of confusion in the beginning on what I was doing, because people were like, are you a designer? Are you a model? Are you a photographer? And I'm like, a little bit of everything, I guess. But yeah, pretty much just it was always there. So that was why. So that was why I decided to pursue it. And then the other thing too was, you know how it is getting a job, trying to get into an industry. Nobody wants to hire you. Nobody wants to give you a chance because they're like, you need experience. And I'm like, if you hire me, I'll get some experience.
I always hated that part.
Okay.
I'm like, come on.
So I pretty much, once I got the blog thing under my grasp, I was like, okay, I could use this as a resume, like an online resume. If I'm working with brands and I'm trying to get into this company to work in fashion, I have some proof right there.
You build up that portportfio.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So at what moment, when you're looking back on your journey, when did Vida Fashionista, Vida Fashionista become an official brand for you? When you started putting up content, you're like, this may be it. Like, when was that aha moment for you?
So I started my blog in 2013. I had the idea. And then 2014, I had to, figure out the logistics of getting a website, figuring out a domain name, building that site. And I didn't know a lot. We got YouTube and we got Google. And guess what? We still have YouTube and we still have Google, and they are free.
Yes.
And there's no reason why we don't know how to do stuff, because we have these free tools right in the palms of our hands. So I started my blog out as Wild Thing by Davida Janae.
Really?
Y'all. Not Wild Thing.
Early beginnings.
Not Wild Thing. Wild Thing. And it was Wild Thing. I literally could not think of a name. I was trying to think of something catchy.
This feels like AOL names back in the day.
It was. So when I first got on Instagram, it was like, what is this? I was like, oh, okay, you take pictures. We had those crazy filters.
Yes.
Like you would take a picture of the sky and put like those little like dot filters on it.
Yep.
The bokeh. And it would get like 200, 300, 400 likes.
Girl, you taking me back.
Oh my God. And so I don't think a lot of us really knew what to do with Instagram, and we definitely didn't know where it would be going to where it is today.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, okay, so what should my Instagram handle be? I was Wild Thing 88, which was a total AOL type.
Yes.
I was Diva Dancer 2888 on AOL, by the way. That's my AIM name. And long story short, I learned a bit about branding. So I used to go to conferences in New York because we didn't have conferences here in Philly like we do today.
Yes.
Let's talk about that later. But we didn't have conferences here in Philly. And I was like, I need to, I want to learn more about this if I'm going to really like put my all into it. And they taught us about branding. And I was like, okay, my handle on Instagram was WildThang88.
Mm-hmm.
My blog was Wild Thing by Davida Janae. My URL, my website was gowildbewild.com.
Oh my God.
And
you had the consistency.
It was kind of there, but I realized very quickly that I could be attracting the wrong audience.
Oh.
If you didn't type it in right, some stuff would pop up. So I was like, okay, this doesn't have anything to do, the name doesn't have anything to do with fashion. So I remember I was working at PNC Bank in 2015. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I need to change my name. But I was like, if I change my name, now I got to change my domain. But at least it's the beginning. Yep. I don't have much of a following. I don't even know where I'm going. So I might as well do it now if I'm going to do anything. So I started on Squarespace. I switched over to WordPress. And I brainstormed at my desk at PNC. I was like, Davida. I was like, well, I like fashion. And I'm like trying to think of all these things. And the girl sitting in the cubicle next to me, she was like, why don't you do Davida Vida Fashionista? And I was like, whoa, that was a mouthful. And then I was like, I smell what you're stepping in, but let's just like simplify it a little bit. And I was like, Davida, and I like played around with a couple phrases. And I was like, well, Vida's my family nickname. Mm-hmm. And people don't realize this, but Vida also means life in Spanish. And then fashionista, I loved that. And so it's Vida Fashionista, like Davida, but also Vida is the life of a fashionista. So
see, look at how all that comes together. Yes. Full circle moment. We had to get out of the Wild Thing.
We did. We had
she made it out.
Yeah, I was landing that plane somewhere. It took a minute, but we got to it. And so that was 2015 was truly when everything was like falling into place. Yeah. And TJ Maxx picked me up as their Maxxinista of the month in May of 2015, which was really cool. They had like this weekly contest that they would do on Instagram, and you just hashtag Maxxinista. I was already shopping there anyway. People were like, where'd you get that from? TJ Maxx. And I would hashtag Maxxinista, and I was winning they would give you, I think, a $25 gift card, but $25 in TJ Maxx can get you a lot.
I will say, that'd take you far.
So then the $25, all of a sudden, then I won a $50 card. And then I think what they did, it feels like what they did was like they took the weekly winners and just put you into a pool for the monthly winner. The monthly winner, if you won like the Maxxinista of the month, they flew you to New York. Back then, they would feature you on their Tumblr.
Tumblr. Oh my God.
And I do remember they ended up picking me, but I was like, I'm locked in, and I was like, I'm going to win this. I know I can win this. And I did. And it was like, I couldn't believe it, but also I was like, well, I said I was going to do it, so I did it.
Right?
Period. So when I got to New York, they were like, oh, we'll fly you there. I said, y'all, I'm in Philly. I could just,
drive, take a bus.
We could do a nice bullet, train, you know, and I got to take my mom with me.
Oh.
I got there. So they gave me $1,000 shopping spree. What got there to give me an extra $500. I said, yo, what am I going to do with $1,500 at TJ Maxx? Like, I'm going to buy the whole store.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so that was a huge turning point for me. I'm like, yo, I changed my name and all of a sudden I'm got a national campaign going on. Like, this is it. And yeah, like from there, but I did tell them, I said, hey, I know you guys are going to feature me on your Tumblr, but could you humor me and like maybe like do an Instagram post or two? Now today I'm like, dang, I wish I had more Instagram posts. We're not on Tumblr anymore. Yeah. But I saved like archived all my stuff. Oh, good. It's fun to look back on.
I think it's smart.
Yeah. But I'm like, did I answer that question? We're on a journey here.
That's what we're here for.